Hello everyone, it's Mr. Cabral again. Today I had great visits. I was able to visit 4 elementary schools and I was so impressed and so amazed by the outstanding work being done by your teachers. But more importantly, I was very happy to see the number of students who were engaged remotely and truly enjoying and participating in our remote learning plan. Even though it's not the ideal situation, we'd much rather have you all in school in person. I was very happy with what I saw today. And as I promised all the boys and girls at the Bennett Elementary School, tonight I am dedicating this story to you. So tonight's story that we are reading is titled The Little Engine That Could. This is the same story that we read to all our teachers, because whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. So let's begin with the story. So again, the little engine that could. And here you see the engine making its way along the tracks. Chug, chug, chug. The little engine that could. She was a happy little train. The little engine that could. Chug, 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 puff, puff, puff. Ding dong, ding dong. The little train rumbled over the tracks. She was a happy little train, for she had such a jolly load to carry. Her cars were filled full of good things for boys and girls. There were toy animals, giraffes with long necks, teddy bears with almost no necks at all, and even a baby elephant. There were dolls with blue eyes and yellow curls, dolls with brown eyes and brown bobbed heads, and the happiest little clown you ever did see. And there were cars full of engines, toy engines, aeroplanes, tops, jackknives, pictures, puzzles, books, and every kind of thing boys and girls would want. But that was not all. Some of the cars were filled with all sorts of good things for boys and girls to eat. Big golden oranges, red-cheeked apples, bottles of creamy milk for their breakfasts, fresh spinach for their dinners, peppermint drops, and lollipops as after-meal treats. The little train was carrying all these good things to the little boys and girls. The little boys and girls were located on the other side of the mountain. She puffed along happily. Then all of a sudden, she stopped with a jerk. She simply could not go on another inch. She tried and she tried, but her wheels would not turn. What were all these good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain going to do without their jolly toys to play with and the wholesome food to eat? Here comes a shiny new engine, said the little clown who had jumped out of the train. Let's ask him for help. So all the dolls and toys cried out together, Please, shiny new engine, do carry our train over the mountain. Our engine has broken down, and the boys and girls on the other side will have no toys to play with and no wholesome food to eat unless you stop and help us. You see the clown asking for help. But the shiny new engine snorted. I pull you? I'm a passenger engine. I have just carried a fine big train over the mountain with more cars than you could ever dream of. My train has sleeping cars with comfortable beds, a dining car where waiters bring whatever hungry people want to eat, and parlor cars in which people sit in soft armchairs and look out at big plated glass windows. I carry the likes of you? Indeed not. And off he steamed towards the roadhouse, where engines live when they are not busy. How sad the little train and all the dolls and toys felt. Then the little clown called out, The passenger engine is not the only one in the world. Here's another one coming, a fine, big, strong one. Let us ask him to help us also. The little toy clown waved his flag, and the big, strong engine came to a stop. Please, oh please, big engine, cried all the dolls and toys together. Do pull our train over the mountain. Our engine has broken down, and the good little boys and girls on the other side will have no toys to play with and no wholesome food to eat unless you help us. But the big, strong engine bellowed, I'm a freight engine. I have just pulled a big train loaded with costly machines over the mountain. These machines print books and newspapers for grown-ups. I am a very important engine indeed. I won't carry the likes of you. And the freight engine puffed off towards the roundhouse as well. The little train and all the dolls were very sad. Cheer up, cried the little toy clown. The freight engine is not the only one in the world. Here comes another. He looks very old and tired, but our train is so little, perhaps he can help. So here you see the little clown waving down the green train for help. So the little toy clown waved his flag, and the dingy, dusty old engine stopped. Please, kind engine, cried all the dolls and toys together, do pull our train over the mountain. Our engine has broken down, and the boys and girls on the other side will have no toys to play with and no wholesome food to eat unless you help us. But the rusty old engine sighed, I'm so tired. I must rest my weary wheels. I cannot even pull a little train as yours over the mountain. I cannot. And off he rumbled towards the roundhouse chugging, I cannot. Who's going to help the little engine? Then indeed, the little engine was very, very sad, and the dolls and toys were ready to cry. But the little clown called out, here is another engine coming, a little blue engine, a very little one, but perhaps she will help us? The very little engine came chugging merrily along. When she saw the toy clown's flag, she stopped quickly. What is the matter, my friends? She asked kindly. Oh, little blue engine, cried the dolls and toys, will you pull us over the mountain? Our engine has broken down, and the good boys and girls on the other side will have no toys to play with and no wholesome food to eat unless you help us. Please, please help us, little blue engine. Please do help us. I'm not very big, said the little blue engine. They use me only for switching in the yard. I have never been over the mountain. But we must get over the mountain before the children awake, said all the dolls and toys. The very little engine looked up and saw tears in the doll's eyes. And she thought of the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain who would have no toys and no wholesome food unless she helped. Then she said, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And she hitched herself to the train. There's the little blue engine hooked up to the train. Let's continue reading and see what happens. She tugged and pulled and pulled and tugged, and slowly they started off. The toy clown jumped aboard, and all the dolls and toy animals began to smile and cheer. Puff, puff, chug, chug, went the little blue engine. I think I can, 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 I think I can. Up, 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 faster and faster, the little engine climbed up until at last they reached the top of the mountain. Down in the valley lay the city. Hooray, hooray, cried the little clown and all the dolls and toys. The good little boys and girls in the city will be happy because you helped us, kind little blue engine. And the little blue engine smiled and seemed to say as she puffed steadily down the mountain, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could. The little blue engine thought she could, and guess what? She did. And just like our teachers, and just like all of you, if you think you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. Have a great night, boys and girls. We miss you, and looking forward to seeing you soon.